Hello everyone, and a very good morning to all of you, and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. So as we all know, from Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. in the morning, we come up with the Hindu analysis. Today is 14th February, that is Wednesday. Am I audible? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Hello everyone. Okay. So let's start. This is an article, the most important article. Center rules out MSP law offers talks with farmers. I hope you are aware that the farmers are actually from around Punjab, Haryana boundary. They are coming towards Delhi and they are protesting and all. I hope you are aware of that. So basically these things, these images were coming in the news yesterday and all. So इसी पर सेंटर रूल्स आउट मतलब मना कर देना एक तरह से MSP law. देखो एक्चुअली क्या है, you can read this article from Deccan Herald. Farmers protest what are Annadatas demand. So these are the demands. The most important, the first one is they want legal guarantee for minimum support price for all crops. So currently MSP is given for 23 crops, ठीक है, and legal guarantee लेकिन पूरी तरह नहीं कि एकदम law बना के guarantee दिया गया, but yes, the government declares MSP for 23 crops. Okay, now the farmers actually want that there should be a legal guarantee. Yet made it clear, the union government made it clear that announcing a guaranteed MSP will not be possible. Okay? Because the government has said that they have to take care of many other aspects. जैसे for example कहा जाता है कि if we declare MSP legal guarantee, it might conflict with WTO rules, World Trade Organization, because we have signed WTO, right? And there are many rules and clauses which we are supposed to follow it. So if we completely fully implement in all the crops with all the legal guarantee, it might cause problem in WTO. So that is one thing. This is, you should be knowing it. तो अगर आपको पता हो, currently the government announces for 22 crops and 1 sugarcane. Sugarcane के लिए MSP नहीं कहते हैं, so they use some different term called as fair and remunerative price. ठीक है. So which is very similar to MSP. So in total, you can say there are for over 23 crops, generally MSP is announced, minimum support price. Now, so for cereals, there are 7 types of cereals for which they are announced. As a paddy, wheat, barley, jawar, bajra, maize, ragi. Then 5 for pulses, 8 type of oil seeds, raw cotton, raw jute, copra, tea husk, coconut, sugarcane, and Virginia fluke, tobacco and all. Okay. ये याद रखिएगा, this for this actually instead of MSP there is a term called as fair and remunerative price which is announced, but which is similar to MSP, तो हम लोग उसको 23 crops मान लेते हैं, ठीक है. So that is what you should be knowing it. Now this protest is initiated by Samyukt Kisan Morcha non-political. Okay, so they are actually at the forefront as far as the protest, the farmers protest currently is concerned. Now since farmer protest is happening, you should be knowing the name of agriculture minister. So Mr. Arjun Munda, he is actually the ex-chief minister of Jharkhand as well. Now, he is actually the agriculture minister of India, and information broadcasting minister Anurag Thakur asked the farmers to be wary of disruptive elements in their movement. So they said that yes, the protest should not become disruptive or should not turn into violence and all. So these are the things being talked about. So Mr. Arjun Munda, the agriculture minister, said that a law for guaranteed MSP center had to look to all the sides for it. So गारंटी MSP के लिए गारंटी देना, लीगल गारंटी देना, उसके लिए बहुत सारे पहलू देखने पड़ते हैं. It means basically we have to look towards whether it will violate some WTO rules, whether it is financially feasible for the country. क्या financially feasible है गवर्नमेंट के लिए कि they can provide MSP for all the crops. So these are the things being talked about. ठीक है. Now, since we are talking about this, this question was similar type of question was asked in the previous year. The concept of C2 plus 50% for MSP was given by Chaudhary Charan Singh, MS Swaminathan, YK Alag, Raghuram Rajan. What is the right answer? बताइए तो. C2 plus 50% का जो MSP का फॉर्मूला है वो किसने दिया था? और C2 में क्या क्या आता है? Can anyone tell me what does C2 include? Anyone? Yes, the right answer is MS Swaminathan, father of Green Revolution in India. He is the father of Green Revolution in India. Okay, so B is the right answer to this question. ठीक है. So also known as C2 plus 50% formula, it includes the input cost of capital and rent on the land C2 to give the farmers 50% return, है ना. So C2 में क्या आता है? Input cost जो भी खर्चा हुआ plus rent on land जो जमीन पर किराया लगा उसको जोड़ करके that will be called as the cost of C2, है ना. So input cost में क्या क्या हो सकता है? सो इनपुट कॉस्ट में जैसे सीड का कॉस्ट है ना, प्लस फर्टिलाइजर का कॉस्ट लगा होगा, प्लस इरिगेशन का कॉस्ट लगा होगा, है ना. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स कम्स इन C2. एंड रेंट ऑन लैंड प्लस जो मान लीजिए रेट लगा होगा जमीन का, है ना, सब जोड़ करके जो है वॉट एवर इट्स कॉल्ड एज C2 प्लस 50%. जो अमाउंट बचा प्लस 50%, इट मीन्स लेट्स से C2 इज 100 रुपीज. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एग्जांपल, ठीक है. MSP कितना होना चाहिए, ₹100 प्लस 50% ऑफ 100 कितना होगा, ₹50. ठीक है. सो एटलीस्ट द MSP शुड बी ₹150. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला गिवन बाय Mr. MS Swaminathan, है ना. And yes, Anshuman Singh, you were right. B is the right answer. And recently he has been given Bharat Ratna also this year. Actually, he died last year in September 2024, right? 2023. So इसलिए that becomes important as well. ठीक है. Okay. If you're watching this class, नीचे जाना, in the description box there is one-on-one counseling session is there. So click on this link. इस link पे click करो. You will get this Google form, and everyone should fill this Google form. Our team will help you find out the better course for you. Now, yes, Anshuman Singh, you are right. MS Swaminathan will be conferred Bharat Ratna this year. Yes. Now let's talk about editorials. So ये वाला तो important नहीं exam point of view से. So we'll be discussing about this. ये वाला homeward bound. Actually, I hope you are aware this is related with 8 Navy personnel. 8 Navy personnel who were arrested by Qatar in August 2022, and the next year in October 2023 they were found guilty. They were and in a spionage case, and they were awarded death sentence. So ये न्यूज में आ रहा था. Okay, I hope you are aware of that. So actually क्या है, so here is India and they have gone to Qatar. Here is Qatar. Okay, and they were working in Dahra Global Company. Dahra Global Company, and they were arrested in August 22, found guilty in some case in a spionage case, and they were given death penalty. However, because of the negotiations and all were 7 has been brought back. And the 8th one is about to be brought back. So 8 में से 7 को वापस ले आया गया है. 8 पे भी प्रोसेस में. Yes. Okay. So इसमें ये लिखा है quiet diplomacy without brinkmanship help India's case in Qatar. Quiet diplomacy तो खामोशी से, है ना. Without much actually assertion or without coming much in public and all. यानी ज़्यादा कुछ बोला नहीं, इंडिया ने adverse comment नहीं किया कतर पर, है ना. Brinkmanship में तो ये होता है कि मतलब बहुत over assertive, है ना. So over assertive and all. So we did a quiet diplomacy. We did not spoke anything bad about Qatar in the public. So Qatar के बारे में ज़्यादा कुछ public नहीं बोला गया, publicly खराब नहीं बोला गया. So we did actually a back channel talk. So silently we did a talk, and देखो यहाँ पे Qatar है ना. इस region में, this region is actually Qatar यहाँ पे, ठीक है. Here is Bahrain, this is UAE. Qatar है यहाँ पे, तो इसका capital है दोहा, ठीक है. Okay, yes. So इसमें लिखा है the release of all 8 Indian prisoners just about 3 months after they were ordered a shocking death sentence is a matter of great relief, है ना. Ever since the 8 men, 7 senior retired naval officer and a sailor who worked for the Qatar-based Dahra Global Company, ये company का नाम याद रखिएगा. While their families denied reports that the men had been accused of espionage, possibly for a third country, namely Israel. So इनका allegation ये लगा था कि they were spying for, this is the allegation, for Israel. That was the allegation. Okay. The charges must have been serious enough to have invoked the death penalty and all. So the success seems attributable to the strategies of Indian employed in New Delhi employed to pursue the case in court, showing respect to the Qatari legal system. So पहला तो कि respect दिया, मतलब India actually did not say we did not comment publicly anything against the Qatar government or judicial system. We provided the full legal support. We provided all the lawyers for those 8 Navy personnel and all. And avoid escalatory tactics, है ना. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं कहा जिससे और बात खराब हो जाए ना. मतलब कि we did not from either of the two side, or especially from India's side, we didn't say anything harsh against Qatar which might increase the problem and all. So yes, that is what is being talked about, and both met in Dubai in December also. ठीक है. तो दोनों की मुलाकात भी हुई. कतर के अमीर बताओ था लीडर, है ना. So Qatar's Amir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani and PM Modi met it in December and all. Okay, so the Qatar case is a timely reminder of the importance of quiet diplomacy at a time of brinkmanship and all, है ना. तो quiet diplomacy की अहमियत इस आर्टिकल में बता रहे हैं, हाँ, कि कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है कि मतलब अगर आपको कोई काम निकालना है, अगर आपको कोई सॉल्यूशन निकालना है, तो खामोशी से with quiet diplomacy is much better than assertion, like over assertive commenting on the system or commenting on the Qatar or any other country was not good. So rather we talked about silent diplomacy. We talked behind the scene, not in front of camera, है ना. So for India, Qatar is important West Asian power with increased have during Israel or Gaza conflict and all. ठीक है, अब इंडिया के लिए क्यों अहमियत है ना. ओके, देखो पहली चीज ये है कि a lot of Indians are actually working in Qatar, ठीक है ना. So we are providing 8 lakh Indians provide important services. तो एक तो वहां काम करें, so we are providing services to them and they are providing us money, so that is good for us also. Remittance भेज रहे हैं, इधर से एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन हो रहा है, ठीक है ना. यहां से लोग जा रहे हैं वहां जॉब करें. और क्या हो सकता है? सो वी आर बाइंग नेचुरल गैस. कतर इज फेमस फॉर इट्स नेचुरल गैस, है ना. लिखा ना, देखो यहाँ पे लिखा हो कहीं पे, a third of its natural gas import units. So 1/3 of the natural gas ना जो हम लोग वो कतर से खरीद रहे हैं. Natural gas we are buying, which is very important of course nowadays. So वो भी है ना. Like for example, we have done a deal of $78 billion LNG deal last week, है ना. So these are the things being talked about. So New Delhi's decision not to seek international intervention as it did in the case of Foreman has been convinced of and all. अब देखो हम लोगों ने this time actually the government was very careful, है ना. जैसे in कुलभूषण यादव case we went to the ICJ against Pakistan. International Court of Justice गया था 2016-17 की बात है. Then in Nijjar killing case जो इंडिया और कनाडा के बीच था, actually the harsh diplomatic measures were there. Okay, so we fired the we asked the diplomat to leave the country and all. So these things were in the news, so public में आ गया था, है ना. So actually the India-Canada issue came in the public, है ना. So ये ऑथर बता रहे हैं, कंपेयर करें दो और इंसिडेंट को, एक निज्जर केस को, एक कुलभूषण यादव केस को, एंड इट इज सेइंग दैट इन दिस केस ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ, नहीं पब्लिक में वी डिड नॉट सी एनी पब्लिक स्पैट बिटवीन इंडिया एंड कतर, है ना. सो इंडिया और कतर के बीच कोई पब्लिक स्पैट हम लोगों ने या पब्लिक टसल नहीं देखा. सो मीन्स एक्चुअली द ऑथर इज एक्चुअली प्रेजिंग इट कि this was done actually silent or quiet diplomacy was much better in this case, and this became a successful, and as we have brought back 7 out of 8 and the 8th one is also about to come, है ना. तो that is actually, तो वही उसी की बात कर रहे हैं कि जो खामोशी से मतलब किया जाए, यानी, है ना. सो मेन देखो इन्होंने हेड में आर्टिकल जो लिखा है, उन्होंने लिखा है क्वाइट डिप्लोमेसी without brinkmanship helped India's case in Qatar, that we did all these things, है ना, quietly and all, है ना. So that is what the author is praising. Okay, the next one is old-fashioned trust and credibility bind India-UAE ties. ठीक है. So at a time when diplomacy is widely regarded as transaction, the deeply personal relationship between PM Modi and UAE stands out as something as an old construct and all. अब देखो इंडिया का UAE से relation, this is a very good relationship. I hope you are aware 2 years back we signed CEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. 2 साल पहले हम लोगों ने सीपा साइन किया था, ठीक है. Then PM Modi has recently visited multiple times UAE गए, ठीक है. COP28 summit हुआ था दुबई में last year, also there also PM Modi went. Now today PM Modi is inviting a temple also, है ना. One of the largest temple is going to inaugurate on 14th February. I hope you are aware. The name is BAPS Swaminarayanan Mandir Temple in Abu Dhabi. This is the capital of Dubai, and he is going to inaugurate in February 14. And that is today. Okay, तो यहीं पर आप देख सकते हो, है ना. एक चीज तो ये हो गया. The next is, है ना. So that is what is being talked about. Another thing the author is talking about is कि हाँ ग्लोबल गवर्नमेंट समिट 11th वर्ल्ड गवर्नमेंट समिट हुआ था. Here also the India was invited and all. So then ये वाला सबसे important है, भारत मार्ट, a key initiative of Dubai-based DP World and India's Commerce Ministry. We are setting up at Jebel Ali Free Zone area. देखो यहाँ पर this is India, this is UAE, ठीक है. So UAE में यहाँ पे दुबई है, यहाँ पे अबू धाबी है, यहाँ पे this place is called as Jebel Ali Port. ओके, इसमें होगा क्या कि जितने भी इंडिया के एक्सपोर्ट्स हैं, जैसे मान लो लेट्स से फ्रॉम मुंबई से आ रहा शिप से आएगा, है ना. तो यहाँ पर एक एक्सपोर्ट मतलब एक जोन बनाया गया है, एंड दिस जोन इज मेड बाय डीपी वर्ल्ड, एक कंपनी, इट्स अ वेरी फेमस कंपनी ऑफ दुबई और यू कैन सी यूएई प्लस कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री ने मिलकर के, कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया, ठीक है. कहाँ पर जेबल एली पोर्ट पे, ठीक है. So DP World will build around 800 showrooms, 18 warehouses where the next 24 months on a 31.3 million square feet plot to allow Indian manufacturers, machinery, electrical, electronic products, etc. to come. ठीक है. So basically क्या है कि MSMEs का एक्सपोर्ट को बूस्ट करने के लिए इंडिया में वेयर हाउस लॉजिस्टिक्स वगैरह बना जाएगा. देखो अब क्या है पहले समझो. डीपी वर्ल्ड एक कंपनी जो लॉजिस्टिक्स बेस्ड कंपनी है ना, लॉजिस्टिक्स से रिलेटेड कंपनी है दुबई यूएई की, ठीक है. अब देखो होगा क्या, वी आर सेटिंग अप व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज भारत मार्ट. तो डीपी वर्ल्ड प्लस कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया, इंडियाज कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री मिलकर ओपन कर रही, ठीक है. ओके. Bharat Mart, a proposed warehousing facility in UAE, aims to provide a platform for Indian exporters to showcase their product under one roof, है ना. अब देखो इसमें होगा क्या, आप इस तरह समझ लो कि एक आर्टिकल है एग्जाम हुआ पे, ये इस आर्टिकल वेबसाइट पर है ना. द मेगा भारत मार्ट प्रोजेक्ट विच एम्स टू एस्टैब्लिश ए वेयरहाउस लाइक रिटेल एक्सपीरियंस इन दुबई अकिन टू चाइनाज दिस लाइक दिस. एक चाइना के भी ड्रैगन मार्ट सिटी है, उसी तरह से ये बनाएंगे, ठीक है. अब देखो इसमें होगा क्या, देखो इसमें दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द सेम. यूएई इंडिया सीपा के बाद ही पॉसिबल हो सका. Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement we signed 2 years back. So after that, this is possible. Now, what exactly it is? अब देखो इंडिया के जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गुड्स है, जैसे वेयर हाउस जो एक तरह का वेयर हाउस वगैरह बना देगा, वेयर हाउस इन द गुड हाउस वगैरह है ना. सो लेट्स से वी आर एक्सपोर्टिंग प्रोडक्ट्स. सो इंडिया का प्रोडक्ट को एक्सपोर्ट करके वहां रखने में आसानी होगी. दैट इज व्हाट द आइडिया इज. सो दिस द पीपल आर सेइंग इट विल इंक्रीज एक्सपोर्ट फ्रॉम इंडिया. तो जब एक्सपोर्ट इंक्रीज होगा, व्हाट विल हैपन, द फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व ऑफ इंडिया विल इंक्रीज, forex reserve improve होगा. So when there will be more exports, so there will be more manufacturing in our own country, है ना. So when more manufacturing, more jobs will be created like that. इस तरह आप connect कर सकते हो, ठीक है. So that is how you can connect to it, है ना. So these are the things being talked about. There are several other major achievements for which two sides can legitimately take credit and all, है ना. So जैसे Abu Dhabi Investment Authority will open an office in Gift City, गुजरात. तो गुजरात में गिफ्ट सिटी है जहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट वगैरह काफी होगा. सो अबू धाबी अपना जो है ऑफिस खोलने जा रहा है ना, नियर टू अहमदाबाद. यू विल फाइंड गिफ्ट सिटी, ओके, है ना. गुजरात इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंस एंड टेक सिटी इज अ सेंट्रल बिजनेस डिस्ट्रिक्ट अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन इन गांधीनगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट, गुजरात, ओके. सो दिस विल बी इंडियाज फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल बुलियन एक्सचेंज एंड ऑल. तो ये पता होना चाहिए, गिफ्ट सिटी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो गो एंड रीड समथिंग अबाउट इट. इंडियाज फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन ग्रीनफील्ड स्मार्ट सिटी एंड ऑल, ठीक है. सो हियर ऑल्सो the Abu Dhabi company, Abu Dhabi Investment Authority is setting up its office, ठीक है. So these are the things. Plus UAE से of course a lot of oil and natural gas we buy, है ना. There's a organized company called as Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. इसके साथ ही बहुत सारे डील होते हैं. We have a lot of deals with that company as well, ठीक है. The talks between Mr. Modi and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed also provided an opportunity to review the deteriorating situation in the region. हाँ, अब देखो क्या हुआ है, देखो हाउथीज के they are talking about that. If you are seeing बहुत सारे जो रेड शिप के आसपास रेड सी से जो शिप्स आर कमिंग, तो यहाँ पर ना द यमन बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हाउथीज हैव अटैक्ड इट, है ना. कुछ ऐसे भी इंसिडेंट हुए जहाँ पर इंडिया बाउंड शिप को भी अटैक किया गया, जैसे 2 इंडिया बाउंड शिप्स विद इंडियन क्रू अटैक्ड बाय ड्रोन्स एज मैरीटाइम टेंशन सोर्स. तो सब इसी रीजन में रेड सी के आसपास हुआ था, ठीक है, इस रीजन में, ओके. सो इफ एनी शिप वाज कमिंग इट वाज अटैक्ड. अगर इंडिया यूएई रिलेशनशिप अच्छा है, शायद इट माइट बी हेल्पफुल एंड फाइंडिंग आउट द सॉल्यूशन और नेगोशिएटिंग, है ना. इसकी भी बात की जा रही है, हो सकता है अगर यहाँ से हम लोग अरब नेशन से रिलेशन इंप्रूव करेंगे तो हो सकता है इस सॉल्यूशन पर भी. सो वी कैन रीच टू द कंक्लूजन दैट वी शुड हैव नो अटैक्स. आवर शिप्स शुड बी सेफ इन दीज रीजन्स, रेड सी एंड अरेबियन सी रीजन, ठीक है. इसकी भी बात कर रहे हैं उधर, ठीक है. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स बीइंग टॉक्ड अबाउट, है ना. Okay, so let's move on further. Yes, if you're watching this class, download our app, go to CLAT section, and there's a button talk to our counselor. Click on that, and you will get to know more about our courses. So this is 2024 course, 25 course. If you are planning, you can call on this number if you have any issue regarding this course. And ये 2024 के लिए test series is there, and 25 plus CLAT mock, 15 ALET, 15 OLET mock test series. Okay, side में एक article, again these types of articles are authorless, है ना. इसमें क्या होता है, it represents the opinion of the Hindu editors, है ना. Okay, now it says salutary reminder, inflation should not undermine overall macroeconomic stability. अब देखो क्या है कि recently the RBI keeps repo rate unchanged. मैंने बताया पेड क्लासेस में how repo rate controls the inflation in the economy. ये सब मैंने बताया, इसका पूरा डिटेल. So if the repo rate is increased or decreased, how it affects inflation. or what we call specially called as demand pull inflation. कैसे वो दोनों में link होता है? These things we have discussed it on our paid classes. Okay. So, retail inflation data for January provides a clear reminder as to why RBI's monetary policy opted last week to not only hold benchmark deficit but also close to remain absolutely focused on all. तो यही बता रहे, देखो एक monetary policy committee RBI की, this decides how much should be the repo rate or reverse repo rate or something like that, है ना? कि reverse repo rate कितना होना चाहिए, statutory liquidity ratio, cash reserve ratio. These all are decided by monetary policy committee. So how many members are there? 5, 6, 3, 4. What is the right answer? कोई बता सकता है? Anyone? How many members are there in monetary policy committee? ये आपको पता होना चाहिए ना, you should be doing it. So the right answer is 6. 3 from RBI and 3 from central government. Okay, so the right answer is B is the right answer. Okay, who is the ex officio chairman of monetary policy committee? Finance minister, RBI governor, SEBI chairperson, SBI chairperson. What is the right answer? Ex officio chairman of monetary policy committee. कौन होते? Yes, Anshuman Singh, you were right. B is the right answer. 6 member there. Ex officio chairman of monetary policy committee is RBI governor, Mr. Shakti Kanta Das. So B is the right answer to this question. Okay, है ना? So among the vegetable, इसमें इतना डिटेल अब नहीं जाना है. So just have an idea that it has decided not to change it, the repo rate and all. और ये मैंने पेड क्लास में पढ़ाया है कि how the change in repo rate affects the inflation in the economy. ये सब मैंने बताया है. So that is why I am not explaining here, because these things we have taught in our paid session. We teach. The next is why India needs deep industrialization. So according to the author, he's saying that after COVID-19, the world is globalization is now in retreat, मतलब reverse direction में. मतलब वो कह रहे हैं globalization मतलब क्या होता है? More interaction with the rest of the world, है ना? So people to people contact, business to business, है ना? So these things. But now he says that globalization is reversing according to the author. Industrial policy and strategic led economic intervention are back on the menu, the inflation reduction deal. So he's giving some examples and all according to the author. So the fruits of high growth were shared by small minority worsening pre-existing gap and all high-end cars and get sold out. Common people struggle to cope with high food prices. तो बता कह रहे हैं कि इसके बाद क्या हुआ कि जो मतलब he's talking about the inequality, the rich became richer, but still the common people have issues with buying the food and all. So these are the things. Then he's talking about in 75 years India has not been able to industrialize sufficiently. तो वो बता ये रहे हैं कि इंडिया में बहुत ज्यादा जितना इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन होना था उतना नहीं हुआ है. Even after 1991 reforms, it has not happened much. आपको पता है 1991 में something happened what we call it as LPG reforms, है ना? Liberalization, privatization, globalization, right? So these reforms happened. India is at a crossroad. Its industrial investment stagnating with high level of unemployment and chronic disguised unemployment, है ना? So these things they are talking about. Okay, है ना? So ये बता रहे हैं कि इवन एलपीजी जो लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन आया उसके बाद भी उतना इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन नहीं हुआ जितना होना चाहिए था. दैट इज व्हाट द ऑथर इज सेइंग. दूसरी बात द ऑथर इज टॉकिंग अबाउट एक और चीज होती है व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज जॉबलेस ग्रोथ. ठीक है. सो जॉबलेस ग्रोथ मतलब ग्रोथ हो रहा है, जीडीपी ग्रोथ इज हैपनिंग but the job is not creating the job is not very much there in the economy. So he's saying that actually क्या होता है कि when the first employment elasticity of service sector led growth is poor. देखो होता क्या है, there are 3 sectors, agriculture और primary sector जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं. Then we have manufacturing sector which is primarily called as secondary sector, and we have tertiary sector which is called as basically service sector, है ना? ठीक है. So अभी recent years में we are seeing service sector led growth. Service sector has contributed majority to the economy. However, the jobs created is not that much. यही issue है. जब agriculture से लोग tertiary में जब मतलब उतने सारे लोग को absorb नहीं कर पाए. So a lot of people actually wanted to leave the agriculture, move towards service sector, but service sector has not provided that much jobs. तो ये बता रहे. The second thing is the jobs in service sector are highly skilled. सिर्फ जो हाईली स्किल्ड लोग होते हैं उन्हीं को मिलता है जॉब सर्विस सेक्टर में, जैसे आईटी कंपनीज में या एनी अदर थिंग में. सो यू हैव टू बी हाईली स्किल्ड, नॉट एवरेज और लेट्स से अनस्किल्ड या पार्शियली स्किल्ड पीपल विल नॉट गेट जॉब्स. सो दैट इज एन इशू. इसी को एक तरह से दैट्स कॉल्ड एज जॉबलेस ग्रोथ का कॉन्सेप्ट होता है इसी से, है ना? So the GDP growth is happening, but the jobs is not very much being created. है ना? The many laws of the 17th Lok Sabha एक article है. So basically this is the 17th Lok Sabha is about to end, है ना? And the elections is happening. The first thing the author is talking about कि we have not seen any deputy speaker. इस पूरे 5 साल में deputy speaker का election ही नहीं हुआ. Then many other things are being talked about. The average number of bills passed declined from 65 to 48 in 91. The number of bills sent to committees are declining. तो होता क्या है, बहुत सारे bills को ना select committee वगैरह भेजा जाता है ना, standing committee and all different committees में भेजा जाता है to scrutinize the bill, to check the bill and to have a discussion. तो कुछ committees में कुछ MPs ही होते हैं. But if you see in the recent years, it has got declined. Bill scrutinized or bill sent to actually different committee for scrutiny. तो वो काफी हद तक गिरा है, ये बता रहे हैं, ठीक है. Then here it is talking about charts. The number of sitting days of Lok Sabha has also decreased. The number of देखो है ना, जैसे Parliament's average annual sitting down to 55 in the 17th Lok Sabha from 135 in the first. So the पहली Lok Sabha थी during the time of Jawaharlal Nehru, on an average 135 days the Lok Sabha sat out of 365. But this time only 55 per year was this, है ना. Annual sitting जो है ना 365 दिन में सिर्फ 55 डे लोगों ने बैठा. So that is what is being highlighted here, that the number of sittings have gone down and all. So these are the things the author is talking about. फिर एक साइड में आर्टिकल, सुप्रीम कोर्ट refuses to stay law on chief election commissioner and election commissioner appointment. अब देखो ये क्या है, देखो there was a judgment that came I think 1 or 2 years back where Supreme Court said that if you want to appoint a chief election commissioner or 2 election commissioners, देखो let me show you. So here is the chief election commissioner, here is Mr. Rajiv Kumar, and there are 2 election commissioners, Mr. Anup Chandra Pandey and Mr. Arun Goel. He is called as chief election commissioner and these 2 will be called as election commissioners. तो जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट था वो ये था कि if you want to appoint a chief election commissioner or an election 2 election commissioners, it should be decided by, it is of course appointed by the president on the advice of a committee, select committee, ठीक है. And that select committee will comprise of prime minister, leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and the chief justice of India, ठीक है. So अगर चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर या इलेक्शन कमिश्नर को प्रेसिडेंट को अपॉइंट करना है तो एक कमिटी की एडवाइस पे होगा और सबके पास एक एक वोटिंग पावर होगा, प्राइम मिनिस्टर, द लीडर ऑफ पोजीशन लोकसभा एंड चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया. ओके, आई थिंक इट्स क्लियर, क्रिस्टल क्लियर. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड वाज आफ्टर दैट द पार्लियामेंट पास्ड अ लॉ एंड दे चेंज्ड इट. सो पार्लियामेंट ने क्या किया, लॉ पास किया एंड इट स्लाइटली चेंज्ड इट. एक्चुअली द सेलेक्ट कमिटी इज सपोज्ड टू हैव नाउ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and a union cabinet minister. Okay, so union cabinet minister will be from the same party, from the same prime minister's party. तो यहां पर सिर्फ इंस्टेड ऑफ चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया यूनियन कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर इज देयर, ठीक है. तब इसमें बहुत सारे लोगों ने कहा कि ऐसी यहाँ पे तो न्यूट्रलिटी थी, देयर माइट बी नॉट बी न्यूट्रलिटी बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड यूनियन कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर इज फ्रॉम द सेम पार्टी. तो व्हेनेवर वोटिंग हैपेंस तो 2:1 हो जाएगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट. So this was filed challenge in the Supreme Court again. तो Supreme Court will hear the matter, लेकिन Supreme Court ने stay नहीं लगाया, ठीक है. That is what you should know. Refuses to stay meeting to pick up new poll chief stays law, है ना, है ना. Agree to examine in April when a similar petition is scheduled to come. तो hearing होगी अप्रैल में, लेकिन stay नहीं लगाया उस order पर, मतलब law पर stay नहीं लगाया. That is what you should be knowing about it, ठीक है. Okay. The new law had removed the Chief Justice of India from the committee to be replaced by the Union Cabinet Minister nominated by the Prime Minister. Okay, I think it's very simple, crystal clear. And India-UAE relations serve as a model for the world. So PM Modi is in United Arab Emirates going to inaugurate a temple and all. We have discussed it. And yeah, India hai. This is UAE. Okay, so he's going there. And there is a Indian committee here called it as Ahlan Modi, means Hello Modi event in actually UAE. Okay, so these are the things you should be knowing it. Indira Gandhi Nargis Dutt National Film Awards renamed. So एक award था Indira Gandhi Award for Best Debut Film of a Director. So now it has been renamed as Best Debut Film of a Director Award. And एक और award था Nargis Dutt Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration, was renamed as Best Film on Social Issues and Best Film on Environment Conservation. So these are the things being talked about. अब इसी में एक बात हो रही है because the author is talking about the same. Veteran actor X has been awarded, chosen for the 53rd Dada Saheb Phalke Award. which is India's highest award in the field of film. आशा पारिक, वहीदा रहमान, रजनीकांत, अमिताभ बच्चन. The most latest one. किसको मिला है बताइए तो? Who has got it? The most latest one to get this Dada Saheb Phalke award. Anyone? Yes, the right answer is B. Wahida Rahman is the right answer to this question. Okay. India's highest film honor. So B is the right answer to this question. Okay. Yes. Yes, Astha Vasi, you were right. B is the right answer. Okay. आशा पारिक को मिला था लेकिन पहले मिला था. So the latest one, 53rd Dada Saheb Phalke award is Wahida Rahman. So B is the right answer. एक वर्ल्ड पेज में आर्टिकल थी, पाकिस्तान लीडिंग पार्टीज अग्री टू फॉर्म कोalition विदाउट इमरान पीटीआई. सो लेट्स सी, अभी फाइनल आने दो. Let's wait for that. So the recent elections happen in 336 seats and they need 169 seats to form the government. So no one has got majority अगर आप देखोगे. So they are making some sort of alliance to form the government. So let's see who will form the alliance and final actually party who will form the government and all. So let's wait for that. So guys, you are watching this class. नीचे जाना, description box में there is one-on-one counseling session is there. Click on this link. You will get this Google form. Fill this Google form. And our team will help you get to know more about our courses. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.